This is the Revolutionary News produced on Friday, August 1st, 1775. I'm Anson Ingram at the Anchor Desk in Philadelphia, and with Allison Ingersoll in our New York bureau, we bring you news from across the colonies. Follow the revolution each week, exactly 250 years after the events occur.
Welcome back, Anson. As a point of reference, this is day 104 since the first shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts.
Thanks, Allison. It's nice to be back. I'd spend the entire summer on Martha's Vineyard if I could. Our first story this evening comes from right here in Philadelphia. On July 26th, the Second Continental Congress appointed Benjamin Franklin, Postmaster General. He will establish a postal system that's independent of Crown influence. Notwithstanding his considerable existing duties and interests, Franklin's experience, since he started 38 years ago as Philadelphia's postmaster, and from 1753 to 1774 as joint postmaster of the American colonies, made him the logical choice. Allison?
Our second story is a follow-up to my interview last week with Lord North, the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Just yesterday, on the 31st of July, the Second Continental Congress issued a formal response to the Conciliatory Resolution that Lord North and I discussed. Sources tell us that the response will be printed in Rivington's New York Gazetteer, a loyalist newspaper, on August 10th. Congress refused to accede to Parliament's proposal that any colony could avoid paying taxes were it to compensate Great Britain for the defense and governance it provided to that colony. Also, we understand that Parliament did not send its proposal to Congress directly, but rather to each colony individually, a clear attempt to disregard, if not to undermine, the authority of central colonial government from Philadelphia.
Allison, our business correspondent, mentioned that he was impressed by North's Treasury experience, which he must have drawn upon in developing the resolution.
Yes, Anson. Prime Minister North continues to serve as Chancellor of the Exchequer, a role he assumed 8 years ago. However, the dispute with the colonies transcends fiscal matters. The colonists are more interested in sovereignty than shillings. Frankly, the Conciliatory Resolution and the way it was conveyed seem like diplomacy crafted by a bookkeeper.
That's an interesting observation, Allison. Thanks. And finally, this evening, on July 27th, the Second Continental Congress established a hospital system for the Continental Army of about 20,000 men. It appointed 40-year-old Dr. Benjamin Church as the Director General and Chief Physician. The hospital system also includes 4 surgeons, 20 surgeons' mates, an apothecary, a clerk, and 2 storekeepers. A nurse will be assigned to every 10 sick or wounded soldiers. The new medical system faces significant challenges, including a staff that's largely unfamiliar with military medicine, a chronic shortage of drugs and supplies, poor hygiene, and insufficient food and clothing for the troops. Like General Washington with his militias from various colonies, Director General Church will have to unify the various existing regimental surgeons and hospitals. It appears that medicine is as essential as gunpowder in this war. Maybe more so. So, there you have it. The news of the week ended August 1st, 1775. Tune in next Friday, subscribe for free to this YouTube channel, and follow the revolution. Good evening from Philadelphia, Allison.
Thanks, Anson. And good evening from New York. By the way, as a note to our viewers, our producer wants to hear from you, so please write your comments in the space below, and we'll try to respond. See you next Friday.